That's it, bro. That's me completing the whole freaking challenge, bro. And so, what's happening? My name is Albert. Welcome to my push-up reflection session where I am going to watch the very first Bring Sally Up, Bring Sally Down push-up challenge that I did alongside David Goggins for the first time, which was almost a year ago. And then from that push-up challenge, I continued and continued and continued week after week, month after month, until I finally completed it. And so that's Off the Chain Fitness, where I recorded every single video so that I can reflect and take a look at how I did, how I progressed, and even things that I caught, which is the heart of this channel. Let's get to it. All right, so I'm up here on the left. I got David Goggins. On the right, you see the timer. And so you can see there's already one thing that I want to point out. I'm going lower a few seconds after, but that's for a reason, because after, let me see if I do it right with David Goggins. Up with David Goggins and down. Okay, so I'm doing it together with David Goggins because that's his pace. But after David Goggins, I started to do the challenge just with other people. And the other people did it differently. Then I constructed a robot doing it. And it seems like the robot, the way I had him go up and down, that's what had me slow down. And so, that's something that now I have to go back and face this challenge so that I could do it in the pace of David Goggins and see how I do. Although I did really freaking good, man. And so let's see. I'm at 1 minute and 4 seconds, 5 seconds, okay? This is important because I get to see where I fell apart, because I forget almost a year ago. And so, okay, we had 1 minute and 15 seconds. On the left, I'm being all tough. I think I'm all strong, the push-up king here when I'm not. Okay, so over here, let's see, because I think I'm gonna fall apart right here. And yeah, I fell apart right there. That's it. So now, what am I gonna do? I get on my knees so that I can continue, because that was the drill for me to now say, okay, well, I can't do it off my knees. I can't do it straight up. So now I'm gonna get on my knees and continue on my knees so that I could get stronger. So that's part of developing the strength to get stronger. And so, as you can see, my January 2024, although there's a freaking delay, I took a note of that, which is the heart of this channel. I took a note of that. However, considering that if I fell apart at 1 minute and 29 seconds a year ago, and I completed the whole challenge here, as you will see, this means that I did fairly okay. So now, I'm freaking riding along, man. And so let me tell you, man, this is not the only drill I did, man, because alongside facing these challenges, I practiced push-ups incline. I practiced push-ups decline. I practiced push-ups with a 5 kg vest. I did the whole challenge off my knees with a 5 kg vest. I did diamond push-ups. I did every single drill to get stronger that is out there, because I searched out, I looked for Athlean-X, how do you get strong with the push-ups, the leaks. He talks about ways so that you're carrying less weight by freaking taking care of energy leaks, bro. And so I did that. And so now here, we cannot miss the finale. The finale's right here, baby. Yeah, so I freaking, that's the last one. And that was it for me to call it a freaking completion. I was so happy that day, man. And so, what can I say, man? That's it, bro. That's me completing the whole freaking challenge, bro. And so this is important for me because as I continue my fitness journey, I get to really see in real time what I was like. And then I bust the balloons because, you know, I grew up, but when you get older, you get weaker and your bones, they get fragile. And I got fed with all that nonsense. They told me when I was 30 years old, "Oh, when you turn 40, the aches and pains are going to come," right? And yes, that was true. Because I was living their lifestyle. I was freaking not exercising. I was living that life. So yeah, the aches and pains came, bro. I wasn't taking herbs. I wasn't taking care of myself on the diet that I'm on now. But right now, there's no freaking joint pains, bro. And so what's next when I turn 40, bro? Oh, when you turn 50, your back is good. And yo, bro, at 50, my back, bro, was freaking, I could not stand up. Sometimes the longer I sat down, the harder it was for me to stand up, bro. I couldn't get out of bed, bro. I struggled to pee, bro. And so they were right because I lived their life. And so my fitness journey started when I was 52, when I couldn't even climb up a flight of stairs, man. This is important for me to freaking address because a lot of the stuff that I show is not for me to compare or anything. It's for me to be an ode to myself. Like, damn, you couldn't, 8+ years ago, you couldn't walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing, and look at you now going up and down the stairs with no problem. Those stairs that I huff and puffed on, I could go up 20, 30 times, bro. And so that's why I post the pose offs. I take a look at myself going on 61 years old, which is important because if there's anyone that's made this type of progress, man, you should reflect on it. Keep a really close tab on where you're at with fitness and just continue to see if you'll also find that a lot of the things that they told you, nah, bro, I'm getting stronger, bro. Whatever exercise, there's not one exercise that I could come across that I say, yeah, bro, you're getting old. No, if I practice this, if I get back to this challenge, I'll do it, bro. Because it takes just freaking persistence, perseverance, bro, and dedication. And I'll freaking do this again with absolutely no problem. And so this here, I do not like to use the word inspiration or motivation because Off the Chain Fitness does not subscribe to motivation. And why? Because motivation means that you're waiting for a visit from some external force or something to provide you with energy to move the 600 plus muscles that you have. And I think that's a bogus, bro. What we do here is that we tap into our innate child self who used to run automatically, see the carnivore after sleeping and freaking run and jump. We were automatic when we were young, but that was taken away from us. Relax, you need to, and now, oh, no pain, no gain. It's workout, fitness is associated with suffering. If you want to work out, you have to suffer. No, and we don't do none of that. No suffering, no motivation, no inspiration. But this here could be an inspiring token for anyone who looks at this and says, damn, bro, this guy fell apart in 1 minute and 29 seconds. He kept with it and he did it, bro. And now I'm going to face it again now that I see that there's a delay. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put up David Goggins and keep him without moving him around so that it doesn't fluctuate, and repeat the challenge again, man. And so this concludes my push-up reflection, man, which is so awesome to do. And then to the next one, I am done.